Good evening, Nigerians. It's another beautiful day to be alive and to be in Nigeria. In the midst of it all, in the midst of all that the nation is going through, I want to say a big shout out to all Nigerians home and abroad. Have you all been holding up? How has the post-COVID experience been for us? I wish us all the best in every area, circumstances by which we might have been affected by the pandemic. I must say that above all things, being a Nigerian and being in Nigeria is actually very, very unique and full of its own challenges, nothing uncommon to nations in the world. However, I believe that with time, tenacity, support, and continuous proclamation for unity, Nigeria will continue to rise and Nigeria will be great. And eventually, I believe we're going to have the Nigerian of our dreams, irrespective of what might be happening at our environment right now. And so, like I said, this is a shout out to Nigerian citizens, and it's coming from the heart of Project One to every Nigerian. We were saying we want language, we want voice. Please hold on and believe that this nation eventually would yield to us what exactly we want. Thank you so much, blessing Ogungbemi Oyoalafi. I'm a Nigerian. Thank you for always joining us on this show. And today we're in Oyo State. For those, it's called the Pace Setter. For those who are from the southwest, they know important. Came into existence with the breakup of Old War 1976. This originally included Osun State. We were there last week in 1991 when Osun State was carved out of Oyo State. It's homogeneous and mainly inhabited by the Yoruba ethnic group who are primarily agrarian but have a predilection for living in high-density urban centers. And of course, we're going to be talking about the different cities, places in Oyo State, especially names that go into the history of the Yoruba people. So we have the Oyos, we have the Ogbomosos, we have the Okeoguns, we have Ibadan, Ibarakpa, all belonging to the Yoruba family, an indigenous city in Africa, south of the Sahara. Other notable cities include Iseyin, Kisi, Okero, Saki, Erua, Lalante, Shepeteri, Ilora, Awe, Ilero, Igbeti, Igboho, and Igbo-Ora. Oyo State consists of 33 local government areas, which we have the Afiju, the Akinyele, Atiba, Asibo, Egbeda, Ibadan North, Northeast, Northwest, Southeast, Southwest, Ibarakwa Central, East, Ibarakwa North, Ido, Irepo, Iseyin, Tesiwaju, Iwajo, Kajola, Lagelu, Ogbomoso North, Ogbomoso South, Ogoluwa, Olorunshogo, Oluyole, I'm sure a lot of people know that, Onoara, Orelope, Orire, Oyo East, Oyo West, Saki East, Saki West, and Surulere. And the state, as at 2006 census, which is what we have on record, we had over 5.5 million people in Oyo State. And I can always say, by now, in 2021, you can imagine the number of Nigerian citizens that reside in Oyo State. The climate in that state is favorable for agricultural products. So you could see a lot of maize, yam, cassava, millet, rice, plantain, cocoa tree, palm tree, and cashew coming from Oyo State. And there are no government farm settlements as well. In Oyo State. So if you go to the University of Ibadan, it was first established as a college of the University of London when it was founded in 1948 and later converted into an autonomous university in 1962. It has the distinction of being one of the premier educational institutions in West Africa. The other university in the states are Lee City University, Ajayi Crowther, Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, and the Polytechnic Ibadan, which is one of the best polytechnic in Nigeria. Of course, Nigerian boast of so many institutions. There are 631 secondary schools as well as 1,500 public primary schools in the state. Fantastic place. Another landmark in Oyo State is Cocoa House. I was opportune to also visit that as a child. It's the first skyscraper built in Africa. The state is also home to NTA Ibadan, the first television station in Africa, and Liberty Stadium, the first stadium built in Africa. Now, since it's Yoruba land, there's this song we used to sing when I was in my secondary school. It said, television akoko ile Nigeria money. Now talking about Nigeria, that song says that the first TV station in Africa was in Nigeria, and that's referring to the NTA Ibadan. And then you usually hear Liberty Stadium akoko ile Nigeria money. That's the first stadium built in Africa. Fantastic. Then there's another thing we used to ascribe to Nigeria, Bishop akoko Nigeria money. Fantastic. I hope I can interpret that to those non-Yoruba speakers. But just also tell you that Oyo State is very, very important in the history of Nigeria, and Oyo boasts of so many things that tells us the beauty of Nigeria as a whole. And tourist attractions, for those who love visiting places, you can visit the Bowes Memorial Tower. It's in Okeare in Igbo-Agala Forest area of Ibadan, and it has about 47 spiral staircases, and it is only ancient but unique, as it's not only ancient, it is unique. It offers a panoramic view of the old city from the top. We have the Mapo Hall. This is in Ibadan, and it's a colonial architectural fraction. When we're showing you the video of Oyo State, you'll see some of these things. We'll show you a bit more of Ibadan, so that you can see some of these tourist centers we're talking about. We have Agodi Gardens. We have Cocoa Story, and that's the Cocoa House, which is a 26-story building constructed in the year 1965. It was gutted down by fire in 1985, but has been renovated and is still in use today. Is placed to several political and social events in Ibadan. We have the University of Ibadan Zoo. I remember I always say, maybe because I grew up in the Southwest, Ibadan was, Oyo State was an attractive place. I visited the zoo too as a child. The University of Ibadan Zoological Garden and the Nature Park located in the Department of Zoology at the University of Ibadan. This garden was established in 1948 as a menagerie to support the conservation of wildlife and research, and it grew into a full-fledged museum in 1974. You can get a whole variety of animals there. We also have the National Museum in Ibadan. We have the Forest River. We have the Refin Palace. And there are so festivals as well for festival lovers. If you're Nigerian outside Nigeria, you want to visit Nigeria, you can plan your visit to Nigeria to coincide with one of those festivals. It's fantastic. We have the Okibadan Festival. This is also done annually, and it's the hill has been deserted even though since then, but then the hill it's called the Hill of Ibadan. Settlers from the east and north gathered on the hill during the 18th century, and the town was formed. We have the Shango Festival. You heard the story about Shango, who was a warlord in the past, and really they still do the festival celebrating his existence in Oyo State today. We also have New Yam Festival, which is very common amongst states where we've been to that have agrarian society generally. We always have New Yam Festival, and this also old as well, usually around August in Oyo State. Before I go to that aspect, I love to talk about every single state in Nigeria. Let me share with you briefly the video of Oyo State that our team members were able to put together comparing. And after that video, joining us today in the studio will be the program officer of National Orientation Agency. I am so delighted to have him, and I have her around. I want to say that National Orientation Agency has played a very important role in achieving educating and orientation for Nigerians in no small measure. And today we're going to be hearing from her, as she will have one or two words for Nigerians. But just before she joins us, I'll be sharing with you, like I said, the short video put together by Project One members from different resources. And I use this opportunity as well to appreciate everyone whose intellectual work has gone into this video. Thank you so much. Please enjoy this, and we will be back with Dr. Afolayan. Thank you. Like I mentioned, yeah, good evening again, everybody. Like I mentioned, we're just going to be showing you a brief part of Oyo State, which is Ibadan, for you to see some of those tourist attraction areas we mentioned. So if you're a Nigerian and you haven't visited this place, either you're from the north, you're from the southeast, any part of Nigeria, these are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful places you need to visit so that you can really enjoy and understand Nigeria from a first-hand point of view. Without wasting much time, I'll be bringing Dr. Olukemi Afolayan to send our regards to all Nigerians and encourage especially Nigerians, youth in Oyo State, to embrace peace and unity. Thank you so much. Good evening, Dr. Olukemi. It's a privilege and honor to have you here with us.
Good evening. Good to be on your program. I must commend you for this beautiful program you are putting on.
Thank you so much. We're grateful to all that National Orientation is doing as well. Project One solely believe that Nigerians can only be built by Nigerians, and we would keep doing whatever we have to do with the support from National Orientation Agency. Thank you so much for what you're doing in Oyo State, ma. We are very grateful. And so I'm gonna just let you say one or two words in very short minutes to Nigerians, especially the youth of Nigerians in Oyo State.
Good evening, Nigerians. Good evening, our youth. I want to encourage us to have faith in Nigeria, and I want to tell us that we don't have any country but Nigeria. It behoves us to move the country to greater heights. Nigeria is a great nation and it will continue to be great, but it takes the effort of all Nigerians to achieve this. So I'm encouraging us as youth, as Nigerians, to see Nigeria as our own project and to see each and every one of us as stakeholders in the project Nigeria, and to make sure that we abide by I encourage us to live peacefully. Peaceful coexistence is very important. To live peacefully with all Nigerians, and I'm happy that Oyo State is one of the most cosmopolitan states in Nigeria. For example, in Ibadan, you have places like Agotapa, where you have a lot of Nupe people that have been living there in the last 20, 40, 50 years. We have Sabo in Ibadan, where we have a lot of, in fact, we have about I saw a family that there are about 4 generations of Hausas that have been living in Sabo, and they've really intermarried with many Nigerians, with Igbos, with Hausas. And going to places like Ekotedo in Ibadan, going to places like Dubai, you see a lot of Igbo people who have been there even before pre-colonial periods. Their grandparents, their great-grandparents have been there. So peaceful coexistence is important. And to our youths too, we must see Nigerian projects as our own project. We must take charge. We must work towards the success of these Nigerian projects. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma, for that short exhortation. And I really believe that Nigeria, indeed, like you said, is actually going to keep getting better and better and better. And I must actually say too that Oyo State really is on the front line of a peaceful place where Nigerians can actually understand what it means to coexist together in peace. Now, Oyo is central to a whole lot of things in Nigeria, and the people are very welcoming and warm as well. So I'm saying thank you so much for joining us. As we'll be rounding up on this show, I hope to have more interactions with you as time goes on, and regards to all Nigerians in
Thank you.
Keep up the thank you so much. Thank you. Keep up so much, ma. Thank you for Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma. Thank you so much. And that is it. Very short, very direct from the head of programs, National Orientation Agency, Oyo State, Nigeria, Dr. Olukemi Afolayan, charging us to embrace peace, to love Nigeria, and to also imbibe what we find in Oyo State, where we have the Nupe people, we have Tapa, we have the Hausas coexisting peacefully on Oyo State. This has to continue, and we need to see more of this. And there have been a lot of also intertribal marriages in Oyo State as well. Oyo State is welcoming, and so should every state of Nigeria be welcoming to every Nigerian citizen as provided for under our constitution. And until next week, when we'll be moving to the next old city, And concluding and then moving on to the end of the Citizens Show, I want to say thank you to everyone who has been a part of this show. Say thank you for always joining. Blessing Ogunbemi, I saw your comment earlier, or you are laughing. Yes, fantastic. It's been a fantastic time going through you. I said I was going to tell you something about Oyo State. I'm not going to forget. It's always an interesting part. Oyo might be noted for its agrarian society and environment. However, Oyo does not lack mineral or natural resources, just like every other state we've been to in Nigeria. In Oyo State, you can find kaolin, we have marble, we have silimanite, we have talc, we have gold, we have cassiterite, aquamarine, dolomite, gemstone, tantalite, and clay, all in Oyo State. So I always tell you, when you talk about Nigeria, Nigeria is the land of many opportunities with so many untapped resources. When we start getting into all these resources and developing, every single village that you call a village so far in Nigeria will be a greater Dubai, and Oyo boast of all those natural, mineral and natural resources as I've mentioned. Apart from that, the pride of Nigeria and Nigerians, or your indigens, I can't mention all their names. They are fantastic human beings, both home and abroad, and will keep emulating good behaviors in Nigeria. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining this show. And until next week, I remain Abisayo Busari Akinadeju. I wish you all a lovely weekend. Good night. And for those who said I didn't give them their Nigerian song, so I'm going to play it just before.
Project One Productions. Beautiful people in Nigeria, different language, proud Nigeria. There's plenty food, these people good, oh. All of us in peace and unity. Oh yeah, hail Nigeria. Nigeria, sweet as sugar, sweet as sugar, oh. Different people in Nigeria.